Right now at 5:30, state police arrest 2 people who fled from police in Lexington overnight. They're still searching for other suspects.
Also on WKYT this morning, a man wanted by Lexington police in connection with the murder of 18-year-old Caleb Hallett has been found dead in Ohio.
And a winter storm warning has been issued for much of the entire area. This will roll all the way through Saturday as significant snow is on the way. We'll track it coming up.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning. Welcome in on this Thursday as we await the winter events of Friday. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Depending on where you are in town, I mean, the roads look pretty good, even some of the neighborhood roads.
Sure. Interstates are running fine this morning, and so for this round, things have mainly been cleared up. You're right, some of the residential streets still a little tough. Let's check in with Jim this morning. It is a first alert severe weather day because it's just getting started.
Yeah, this is the preparation one. Today is kind of a calm day, really. We'll probably go above freezing, as a matter of fact, which is going to be a treat, believe it or not. And there's a part of the area that will likely stay above freezing as this system starts. I think that's going to be more so into southern parts of Kentucky. Out there this morning, though, things are nice and quiet. Now you're going to find side roads and other maybe neighborhood roads that might be a little bit nasty in some cases, but crews are going to continue to battle those. But what they ran into yesterday was a decent amount of snow rolling through the area. Nothing happening anywhere across Kentucky here this morning. You can see it's a nice and quiet one, and that won't last. Winter storm warning, as mentioned, will kick in overnight and into the day tomorrow as we're tracking the potential of snow through the area. Maybe in some cases, guys, up to a foot or more, and throw in 30-mile-per-hour winds, and it's terrible. We'll track all of it coming up.
That's a good word. All right, Jim, thank you very much.
Well, many local businesses are closing shop today, gearing up for this winter storm to hit.
The major airlines are also preparing for what is expected to hit the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic over the weekend. Some of that prep work involves some changes out at Bluegrass Airport. WKYT's Mark Barber continues now. Our first alert weather team coverage live this morning. Mark?
Okay, we're having some issues with Mark's live shot. He may not realize he's on. But there's some video of the airport, this massive storm already disrupting travel plans for folks flying in and out of Bluegrass Airport this morning. Major airlines letting people who were planning to fly tomorrow or Saturday reschedule their flights.
Airlines are waiting to see whether Friday's storm will force them to cancel a lot of flights. That is much anticipated. Strong possibility because, again, as much as a foot of snow could drop here in the Lexington area, maybe more than that out to the East Coast. So airlines are offering a number of options to travelers who want to reschedule. Southwest is allowing travelers to rebook flights if they're flying anywhere from Boston to Washington on Friday or Saturday.
Other airlines like Delta, United American also offering a refund to travelers who are planning to fly in or out of one of the cities on the East Coast that is really expected to get hammered by tomorrow's storm. This winter weather really starting to cause a number of closures. Already telling us they're planning to close tomorrow, and lawmakers have even canceled their legislative session in Frankfort.
Right, they're going to go in, I think, early today and then anticipate dismissing and then take the long weekend. So we'll keep you up to date as we continue to get closings and delays on our website at WKYT.com. You can find those, and of course they're on the bottom of your screen here as we're on air. Many schools across our area closed again today, even though road crews are trying to keep the snow clear.
Some streets still covered up in snow this morning are really making it difficult for some folks to get to where they need to go. WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain continues our first alert weather team coverage.
Good morning. Yeah, as the viewers head out this morning, they need to know that this is the reason Fayette County schools are closed this morning. Side roads, these neighborhood side roads are still snow covered. The plow trucks haven't been able to make it out this morning to roads like this one in Hamburg, and that's why schools are closed this morning. Lexington police telling me that the major roads are pretty much fine. The snow trucks have been able to hit those, and they are actually working on the side roads this morning as well. Now, police say crews are out and about on these neighborhood roads, and crews have been working a lot the last 24 hours. Salt truck drivers say if you happen to drive behind one of their trucks this morning, to please be patient.
Don't be frustrated at me. I'm just trying to make the road safer for you.
So with that being said, police just recommend that you leave earlier this morning than you normally would just because of roads like this one, to drive slowly, be cautious, and take your time. Live in Lexington, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you. And road crews have the main roads in Lexington pretty much clear this morning, but watch out for some icy spots. Lexington police say that slick road conditions played a role in a crash involving a Lexington police cruiser last night. That happened at Man-O-War Boulevard and Crosby Drive. Police say the driver of a car ran a red light, slid, and hit the cruiser. No one was injured in that. In Scott County, the road supervisor says they will spend today making minor repairs and getting ready for the next round of winter weather expected to come in tonight. They saw plenty of snow yesterday. Commuters there say the drive home was smoother than the drive to work. Still, one driver has some cautious advice to offer.
Just driving slow and watching the road and watching what's around you. Look for the slick spots and the black ice, and just drive carefully. Use caution.
Scott County's road department sent trucks out 3 times yesterday and treated about 2,500 miles of roads. And as a reminder this morning, Scott County schools are closed.
Well, snow days mean different things to different people. In Madison County, a snow day gave many families a chance to have some fun outside. But for other people, they didn't get a day off work, so it was tough. They say the snow made their jobs a little more challenging.
Rain, snow, sleet, or hail, we're going to bring you your mail. Yeah, I knew he'd drag us out in it and snowball fight and build snowmen.
All right, build snowmen. Sounds like fun. Now, Madison County schools closed today. They're having a non-traditional instruction day.
So a lot of kids will be learning on the computer today. Well, Kentucky utilities leaders trying to figure out what caused a power outage in part of Lexington. They say more than 700 customers around the intersection of New Circle Road and Winchester Road lost power around 8 o'clock last night. KU officials say that their crews reset some switches that restored power to everybody within about 45 minutes. Again, they're still not sure what caused the power to go out in the first place.
Well, new this morning, Kentucky State Police arrested 2 suspects in Franklin County who fled from police in Lexington. Lexington
police tried to make a traffic stop at Leestown Road just before midnight last night. They tell us that 2 people in that vehicle had outstanding warrants. They fled from police. The suspects ended up in Frankfort. That's when state police, as well as Frankfort City Police and a K-9 unit, started searching for them in the woods in Frankfort. Their car was found in the 100 block of Walter Todd Drive. State police arrested 2 suspects for charges in Frankfort, and they're still looking for other suspects this morning.
The Kentucky Senate has passed a bill that would make convicted drunk drivers wait 10 years before their convictions come off their records. Currently, drunk driving offenses only count against each other if they occur within a 5-year period. A previous offender arrested for DUI after that period is treated as a first-time offender. The bill will go on to the House next. There's a concern that the bill would only add to the state's prison population.
Kentucky lawmakers will also consider a bill that would raise the state's minimum wage. House Speaker Greg Stumbo filed House Bill 278 yesterday. He says it would raise Kentucky's minimum wage for the first time in nearly 7 years. Minimum wage is $7.25 an hour right now. This bill would raise it to $10.10 an hour by July of 2018. City leaders in Lexington and Louisville have already approved the increase in those cities. So some localities going it alone on minimum wage so far.
Yeah. A man wanted by Lexington police in connection with a murder has been found dead in Ohio.
Police in Dayton, Ohio said 21-year-old Kenyon Hips shot himself in the back seat of a car. CBS affiliate WHIO in Ohio reports that officers were talking to 3 people outside of a car when they heard a gunshot fired from a man still inside. The Montgomery County coroner in Ohio identifies that man as Hips. Hips was wanted in Lexington on charges of assault, robbery, and murder after the shooting death of Caleb Hallett earlier this month on University Avenue. Lexington police say they are still looking for 18-year-old Marquise Smith and a 17-year-old in connection with Hallett's murder. They say 2 juveniles also connected to the case are already in custody. Time to check live drive traffic this morning, see what's going on out there. Again, it's been our experience with our crews coming in this morning that most of the main roads are clear. The interstate is running okay this morning. You might run into some slick spots wherever you are, and some of those neighborhood streets are still snow and ice covered this morning.
Yeah, and drive times are actually looking pretty good there from what we can tell. About 16 minutes from Georgetown, 26 from Frankfort, and 31 minutes from Richmond.
anticipating a pretty good day today. It is tomorrow and into Saturday that we'll certainly be watching weather and the traffic conditions that may deteriorate.
Get dicey.
Yeah. Good to have you along on WKYT on your Thursday morning. More news coming up.
One pastry chef in Mexico making the most of the country's media exposure after the recapture of El Chapo.
And we're not tracking anything out there this morning, but we will come tomorrow morning. Snow will roll through the area. I'll have the latest coming up. And we are tracking a quiet morning here this morning on this Thursday, and it's going to be quiet through the day today, but things are going to change as we advance into the afternoon and evening hours, as you'll see more sunshine around perhaps. And then we'll get to this, the winter storm warning, which continues to grow. It's now pretty much across the Commonwealth from western Kentucky into eastern Kentucky. And the reason they might be on the threshold up here when not pushing the button just yet across northern sections of Kentucky is because they're going to be on a fine line of whether or not they're going to be in on a significant snow event or not. So that's probably why they're holding out. Here's our hour-by-hour forecast. I think later today we're probably close to freezing or just above it for daytime highs today. You can see a 33-degree reading coming into play. 10 o'clock tonight, the clouds are increasing here in Lexington. Winds are starting to get a little more gusty. And then we track the wintry mess into the area as we head into the overnight hours and early tomorrow morning. Right after we go off the air, we're tracking snow tomorrow morning. Wind gusts coming in around 32 at that point. But look at that snow starting to fall here in Lexington, with already close to a ½ an inch by 7 o'clock. Again, this is one of the model runs showing you that. By 11 o'clock, after we're off the air for mid-morning, we could be closer to 5 inches of snow. Well, we're 4.5 at that point, but you can see it's continuing to fall steadily through the day. And then we're at 2 o'clock. We're talking getting into that 7-inch range by that point, with more winds just whipping around and throwing that snow around as well. This is 5 o'clock on Friday, closer to 10 inches of rain with that model run, and winds are really whipping at this point with up to around 37 miles per hour. And there you see almost a foot of snow by 8 o'clock on Friday night, and it continues into the daytime hours on Saturday as well. Friday and Saturday, a significant winter storm will take shape, and some of the areas of concern: snowfall, roads, high winds, temperatures staying in the moderate category until early Sunday morning. Then they'll likely hover close to zero because the snow on the ground will be the refrigeration factor for the air around us. Hour-by-hour forecast, kind of just taking you into the nighttime period and watching that mixing line getting into southern Kentucky, and then eventually it makes a transition over to all snow as it works its way into central Kentucky. And to our south, totals are likely going to be a little bit lighter because of that mixing. That means freezing rain too, by the way, which is not exactly what you want to hear. You don't want that coating of ice on anything, but likely gets that on some of the power lines, trees, tree limbs, and then throw 30+ mile-per-hour winds into the equation, and power outages will become a heightened threat as we go into this weekend. Our 7-day forecast, we will track all of that, as a matter of fact, as we go moving forward. So really, guys, it's all about late tonight and early tomorrow morning to get things going for us around here, and it will be a nasty old mess.
Well, you know, it's happening right there before the weekend, so hopefully we can all just get home, get tucked into our homes on Friday night.
Yeah.
And, you know, it actually works out because, you know, less people are out at work, you know, on the weekends. And people are still working, of course, but, you know, just the numbers are a little bit lower.
Yeah. All right. Here we go, Jim. Thank you. 5:47 right now. The world's most wanted drug lord is now on the face of a cupcake.
Very appropriate, right? A bakery in northern Mexico taking advantage of the country's extensive media coverage. This comes after the recapture of drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman earlier this month. He is the face of the cupcake now. You can see here the frosting has Guzman wearing what he was captured in. A little nice shirt there, a dirty shirt. The pastry chef who came up with the idea says the reaction on social media has been, in his words, shocking.
All right, yeah, it's got sort of a standout there among all those other characters on the cupcakes.
I think it's funny. Coming up, you'll get the stories making news right now.
And of course, we're on top of weather. We'll keep you right up to the minute on that and the traffic situation. A lot more on the way on WKYT this morning. Good morning. It's 5:51 on WKYT this morning. Some folks don't have to go today.
Yeah, you're lucky if you don't have to be anywhere but in your house, right?
You got it.
Let's take a look at some of the stories we're working on for you right now.
2 people are okay after shots were fired into a Lexington apartment this morning. Police were called just after 2 o'clock. 3 rounds were fired into an upstairs apartment at Coolovan Apartments off West 6th Street. We're told that 2 shots went through a window, 1 through some siding. Police do not have any suspects.
Kentucky State Police arrested 2 suspects in Franklin County who fled from police in Lexington. They tried to make a stop on Leestown Road just before midnight last night. Officers did, and tell us 2 people in a vehicle had outstanding warrants and fled from police. The suspects ended up in Frankfort. State Police arrested 2 suspects for charges there. Still looking for other suspects this morning. Parts of the East Coast gearing up for a potentially paralyzing winter storm. The
D.C. metropolitan area got a taste of what is to come yesterday when another storm system caused major traffic headaches in our nation's capital, even for President Obama. Snow is expected to begin falling in the Central Plains today and then move into the Northeast Corridor tomorrow, where more than a foot of snow is expected for some states.
Michigan Governor Rick Snyder is asking the president once again to declare a disaster area in Flint to help fix the city's water crisis. In an interview with CBS's Scott Pelley yesterday, Snyder said there is ongoing testing of lead levels in the water, but he would not tell Scott Pelley exactly what those levels show right now, that testing of those levels. President Barack Obama called it inexplicable and inexcusable that people in the community were not notified immediately of the issue. As if pregnant women didn't have enough to worry about, here's another one just to add to the list. Topping your health headlines.
Where's another one?
I don't know. Topping your health headlines this morning. That's why maybe I'm interested in it, right?
Okay.
So there you go, if you're wondering. The connection apparently between melanoma and pregnancy.
Never know when it's just going to come out, right?
Yeah.
New research finds that women diagnosed with melanoma during pregnancy or the year after have a greater risk of the cancer recurring or spreading, or even death. The Cleveland Clinic study looked at hundreds of medical records of young women. Researchers say hormones or changes in the immune system during pregnancy may drive the cancer.
Well, a new study shows patients treated in hospitals with the best nursing care have much lower rates of dying after surgery. The study, published in JAMA Surgery, compared patients at more than 300 hospitals. Let's get a check right now on today's traffic trouble spots with a look at live drive traffic. See what is happening out there on the roads today. As you can imagine, you know, the snow, the issues, from what I could tell driving in and from what some of us could tell, the roads seem to be in pretty good condition. I mean, those streets and road crews have been out getting to those priority streets and ranked streets. So some of the side roads in the neighborhoods could be a problem, but for the most part, it looks pretty good. Time to check what's making news online now with Bill.
Yeah, and those drive times in also indicating that the interstates are in pretty good shape this morning as well. Just watch for those icy spots that could be anywhere. It is 5:54. We're on top of this incoming weather situation now, including the winter storm warning that goes into effect later today. You'll find the latest update right there on our homepage. And, of course, download our Weather Plus traffic app for your phone as well to stay informed. We have the long list of closings and delays. Many school systems, including Fayette County, closed today because of the snow from yesterday and, of course, the impending weather situation as well. Most roads in Lexington, as Rebecca said, have been cleared for now by salt truck crews working long shifts, and they're now preparing to work 12-hour shifts if it is needed to clear the streets and roads Friday and into the weekend. Mayor Jim Gray and emergency responders expected to talk about the game plan at some point later today. Also trending this morning, Walmart and Sam's Club employees will be getting raises. The pay raise, which takes effect February 20th, will be one of the largest single-day private sector pay increases ever. Walmart is also realigning its paid time off and short-term disability plans. ESPN analyst Seth Greenberg is questioning Kentucky's chemistry as the Wildcats are on the road at Arkansas tonight. Kentucky.com looks ahead to that game. Also, Good Foods Co-op is looking to open up a second location in Lexington as the trend toward healthier eating continues. CBS This Morning will follow us at 7 with your eye opener, and we'll have local updates. Join us on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter or Instagram, and for the latest anytime, WKYT.com.
And if you can't get enough of that snowfall forecast map, I placed that over on Facebook and over on WKYT.com as well. So if you want to go check it out and see your county in detail, you can. 19 degrees right now in Lexington with a little bit of snow still on the ground from yesterday's little 2 to 4 inch quick hitter that moved through the area. 20 in Frankfort. Got more teens along Interstate 64 back out all the way toward Ashland, which is not directly off of 64. We are looking at Defender Radar Network and things are quiet this morning, but later tonight we'll watch things creep in from the south as we're going to be tracking a winter storm as it comes in here tonight with snow, sleet, freezing rain from south to north. Significant snowfall likely and blowing, drifting snow coming our way for Friday and into Friday night. Wind gust 30 to 35 miles per hour. Nasty mess on the way. We appreciate you staying with us here on WKYT. We've got a whole lot more coming up in our 6 o'clock hour.